So the first thing that is important when making tensor tools is going to be the preparation. Um, I'm not talking about the materials. I'm not talking about the tools. I'm talking about the preparation that is done when you have the intention to make a tensor tool. So with anything that we make here at Cosmic Earth Medicine, we include the three, the body, mind, and spirit. So these are the things that we are putting into everything that we create and everything that comes out of here. And this is the reason why our tools, our pendants, any kind of rocks or minerals that we use are really powerful, and people can feel them and they're attracted to them. So the body of the tensor is going to be obviously the copper. So the physical part, the body, is the copper. That is fairly simple for anyone to get. You can go to any hardware store, electrical department, and buy copper. You can go to the metal recycling, which is how I got started. Go and you buy it back from metal recyclers, the copper. It's very easy to acquire. The second thing that you need to have is the intention. So that's the mind. So you have the intention of what you're creating and what its purpose is going to be. That's going to be your intention. So we are creating tools for healing of people, for healing of the earth. So anytime that we create something, that is our intention. So we always have that intention when we're making these tools. And the third is going to be the spirit. So anyone that is getting started in making tensor tools, I recommend you read about a man named Slim Sperling, who is the one who rediscovered these tools. And really, he's the father of these for all of us tensor makers. He's passed now, but his spirit is here and readily available for help. And you can call upon him when you make these tools. So you can call on the spirit of Slim Sperling. I suggest that you read some of his books or books that were written about him. Do some research so you kind of have an idea of the kind of spirit that you're dealing with. And you can also call on the guides, your own personal guides or spirits. You can call on whatever spirit you would like to call on to assist in the making of these tools and to be with us and to put that special spirit into everything that you make. So the body, mind, and spirit. And these are the three things that you have to have in order to make really powerful tools. So we're going to be making a half sacred cubit. So I have here about, 4 feet of copper. This is 10 gauge wire. And it is a very simple process. And as long as you have your body, mind, and spirit involved, you're going to be successful. So the full cubit length for a sacred cubit is 52.4 centimeters. So half of that is going to be 26.2 centimeters, which is what we're going to be making. So that's the measurement that we're going to need to have. But the very first thing we're going to do is twist this copper up. So this is just a piece of 10 gauge copper. This is about 4 foot length. Way more than enough to make what we need. So this is the way I do it. There's people that do it in different ways. But I just take the two ends. I take my piece, I fold it together like this, and I have my two ends here. And I get a little bit closer so you can see. And then I just take these pliers like this, grab the very end, and I fold it. And then I down like that. So now it looks like this. I got two of them. And that's what's going to be going into the chuck of my drill. And I recommend a 1/2 inch chuck, because if you get like a 3/8, I believe, is the other option you can get. It's too small. The 1/2 inch is the best. So that just goes right into here, like this. You want to get it on there nice and tight. Like that. You don't want it to slip out while you're twisting it. Set that there. I used to just take my end, which you can do, and pinch it all the way closed and put it into a vise. But I started using a tube piece of stainless steel tubing that I found, and I actually ended up twisting it like this. I could hold this in my hand and do it, which actually that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna demonstrate it like this, just to show you how easy this is. So I have my drill. You have to go clockwise, so that which would be forward on the drill, clockwise. And I'm just gonna twist it. So as we're twisting this, we have, like I said, your body, mind, and spirit. Body is your material. The mind is my intention. I'm going to be creating a piece of healing tool. I'm going to be creating a healing tool to heal people and to heal the earth. And it's going to be powerful. And then I asked for my guides to come through. One of my guides is Slim Sprung. He's with me. So I asked for my guides to come through and be with me as I make this tool for healing for the people, and for this tool to be a conduit for spirit and for people and for man. That's a conduit of connection for all. So that's my intention. I've called the spirit to be in here with us, and we're going to do it. I'm just going to hold this right in my hand and show you how easy you can do it. So just like that. Look at that. So this is a really easy way to make small little pieces, and this is actually probably enough to make a couple. I could probably actually make a full cubit, but we're going to do a half because that's what I said we were going to do. So now I have probably about, I don't know, my 3 feet of wire has turned into about probably 2 feet of wire or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is what I have. So the first thing I'm going to do, cut the end off. Take my metal file, and we're just going to file that flat, because you're going to be measuring against this flat end. So you want it flat, that way your measurement can be precise. See, it's, well, I don't know if it'll focus on this or not, but it's flat there on the end now. I have a loop on the other end. I actually use these loops for something else that I do, which is why I started using the bars, because I use these loops at the end, but for something different. So we're going to be cutting this to 26.2 millimeters, and I will show you I have a yardstick. It's actually a meter stick, but it's a yardstick and a meter stick. So I measure up against something flat. Usually I do it over here, but because I need a video, let's see. Actually, we'll just, this just kind of shows. See, I can measure this way. 26.2. Going to be right about there. So what I do, I always cut mine just a little bit long, and then I can file it down to exactly the measurement I want. You'll see how close. So file that flat. Nice and flat. You see how close I was. So I'm at 26.2, almost 26.3 actually. So I'm gonna take this file, and you say that you're pretty close, and that's good enough, but it's not. So you want to be precisely at the measurement, and just because there's medicine in that measurement. Now let's see where we're at. 26. I am pretty much 26.2. Kind of get rid of all the little edges there. Real lightly go around the edges. Yeah, here we go. Measure one more time. 26.2. So this is the measurement of the sacred cubit. Of a half sacred cubit. I will continue the rest of this in another video.